Hey, what up guys, Able2 Music here, and today I'm going to be talking about Nav. So recently Nav has been getting some talk and kind of some hate. So Nav really hasn't ever had the best look in hip hop. He definitely has his own fan base, no one can take that away from him. But a lot of people do see him as a boring rapper. So what got people kind of talking is that recently he dropped a new album. It was kind of for two reasons, one being they wanted to see if Nav would flop, and another reason was because Yeat was releasing the same day as Nav. So this starts some competition. It is always a thing in hip hop because this could really show how poppin' Yeat is, because now he's dropping on the same day as a rapper that's been in the game for a minute, and Yeat has really blown up since his last project. There was also a group chat from a Yeat fan group chat or something, and Yeat was talking about Nav and him releasing on the same day, and he basically said he was gonna shit on his album. So I don't know if that's actually Yeat saying that, but a lot of people already assume it is Yeat. So it's basically stuck with him now that he said that, whether he actually said that or not. So then the project's released, and it looks like Nav's gonna outsell Yeat. I think Nav sold around 60k first week, and Yeat is at 31, 32k first week. Which that's still hella solid for Yeat, and it wasn't even an album. Of course Nav was gonna outsell Yeat. He's just had more time in the game in general, and Nav is just a familiar face for people. Plus Nav always has hella features. And one thing I'll give Nav is that he did a really good press run for his album. One thing I do want to add about the album though is that he did do a bundle type system with this album, which usually wouldn't matter anymore, but there is ways for bundles to work still and count as a sale. I'm pretty sure they have to have some type of option. So let's say there's a shirt that comes with the album. There has to be that same shirt without the album for cheaper. And any physical albums like CDs, vinyls, has to be, I'm pretty sure, shipped within the week. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think it's something like that. Because before, artists would just wait months, but the sale would still count first week. Which honestly, if fans are getting their items faster, I think that's good. Because I don't know if you guys have ever bought merch from an artist, but that shit takes forever. But I do get why people have issues with those sales counting. Which in this case is 21,000 of the sales, which is quote unquote pure sales. It's really just people buying clothes. So I really do see the two sides of this. One, that it shouldn't count on Billboard because it has nothing to do with the music. But on the other hand, Nav dropping a V-Lone collab with his album is kind of just his thing. People can definitely not like it, but I don't really think people should really be shocked at this point. Honestly, I think all this talk about Nav dropping in general should show that he's not falling off. Plus, his sales aren't too bad. Even if you take away the 21,000, he still outsold Yeat. It's not the best sales in the world, but it's also not the worst. But I wouldn't say he's fallen off. Now, a lot of people shit on Nav's music, and even I don't repeatedly listen to Nav, but he definitely has songs I like. I just wouldn't consider myself a diehard fan. I guess more of a casual listener. That's at best. I think people just want to see Nav do something different with his music, because he's been doing the same thing since he first got in the game. But by people, I wouldn't even say his fans are saying that. I think it's just people that listen to hip hop in general say that. How I kind of see it is if his fans are chilling with his music and he makes his music for his fans, if it's selling for him, I don't see why he should switch it up. I feel like that's just Nav's style in rap. Whether you don't like it or you think it's boring, he's gonna do it and it's gonna sell. And that's what his fans expect from him. Because I'm saying this right now, if he did something different, all these people that say Nav is boring aren't gonna listen to the new Nav song because he did something different. It's just one of those cases where the people that are talking the most probably don't actually care about the music and was never listening to his music really that much in the first place. Right now, I'll say Nav's in an okay spot. He's not in the best spot in the world, but he's also not at the worst. I don't think he's gonna have a major fall off that soon, but he's definitely not top of the game or anywhere close. That, and he also just has a lot of industry connections because he's also a producer. And I think as long as he keeps those connections, he should be chilling. He literally had a whole Drake feature and he didn't even put it on the project. And I know I talked about this earlier, but I really wanted to talk about his press run, just because this is what rappers gotta do for their projects. Not everyone can just be mysterious, just basically want to be unknown. Nav is a good example where he has his own fan base, and even though he's not the favorite in hip hop, he can still put up sales. Obviously because of his fans and him actually promoting it. Not just an IG post. I get this might sound stupid because obviously you gotta promote your music if you want to become somewhat popular in it. But I feel like Nav's just aware of his situation. He knows he's not the most poppin' in the game, so he does gotta put in that extra work to sell records. When a lot of rappers, they either think they don't gotta do all that, or they don't want to do all that. So that's what really separates Nav from them. Because we all already kind of know that Nav's music isn't really anything too special. But one thing you can't really say is that Nav's taken a break. He's always consistent, dropped music since he's been in the game. Because his music isn't like the best music in the world, but you don't really gotta wait forever for it, and especially his fans that like his music, they consistently get his music. And this isn't even me trying to shit on Nav, like obviously I gave a lot of praise and a lot of negatives to Nav in this video. But just dropping consistently takes you so far. And with this album, people are always looking out for the Uzi feature. Uzi isn't on all his albums, but anytime he is on his album, they make actually a pretty good song. And arguably his best song on the album. They're just kind of known as a good duo. Anyway, I think that's all I'm really going to say for Nav. I think he's chilling. He just has to keep doing his thing and just focus on what his fans want. Because really, they're the ones that are keeping him up. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about Nav and if you listen to any of his new album. Also, I just want to say this real quick. RIP PNB Rock, man. That shit's so sad. Anyway, like I didn't mean to end off on like a negative note, but anyway, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace.